Now that the first 50 episodes of Daily Magic for Peace are out in the world, I'd like to pause to thank you for taking time out of your day to focus on peace, to center in peace. This work we are doing is sacred, profound, and so very needed. This week we'll be revisiting some of our most popular episodes. I'm Colleen Thomas. Welcome to the best of Daily Magic for Peace. Today we will send protection to members of the press. Welcome to the circle. So today all you need is a newspaper, or something along those lines. I welcome you here today, and I welcome you to join our circle, the circle that we intend together, this circle that is formed by everybody who listens to this episode, and I welcome you to take your seat in the circle and join us. To calm our nervous system today, we're going to return to the old standard of looking around for shapes in our space. So let's just look around, take a few minutes and look for anything that's a square shape or a rectangular shape. Just looking. You probably see lots of things, square or rectangular. And how about round? How many round things do you see? Probably fewer, but they're probably there too. This is just a really quick and simple exercise that can be done even while we're listening to, a lecture or in a public place or in a place where we don't have to be paying 100% attention. Just a little trick we can use to come a little bit more into the moment. And I invite you now to just check in with your grounding. Maybe take a breath. How grounded are you feeling right now? Can you feel the earth? How many layers are between you and the earth? What would it feel like to connect down into the earth? To drop your awareness down far enough that you begin to feel anchored and maybe a little more solid in this moment. And how's that space around you? Your bubble space or your aura space? What's the shape of that in this moment? What's the energy like inside it? Would you like to make any adjustments? Would you like to smooth out the bubble or release any energy that's in there that maybe you don't need? This is your energetic space, and you can update it, fix it up, smarten it up whenever you'd like to. Releasing anything maybe you don't need down that grounding cord. And I invite you to take your newspaper or your media-related item and join me in sending some protection magic to the members of the press. Which actually brings up sort of a side idea, which is how you are consuming media. There's a balance in being informed and getting numbed. And numbing is such a survival technique that happens unconsciously. So maybe just noticing the amount of media we're consuming, the amount of numbing that is happening as part of this work today. So I invite you in taking your media object, your newsletter, and kind of holding it in your hand or holding it in your mind's eye and just looking at this. So this is a bit of news, right? This is a little bit of the story, the unfolding story of what's going on right now in the world. And it has come to you through this form, not by itself, right? It's come to you through a person and a network and a community, really, of people who are trying to make sure that you have this information, who want you to know what's going on, some of whom are putting themselves in harm's way by being right on the ground. They're the ones that you might see in the videos with the bulletproof camo vests with the microphones, right? They're the ones on the ground. And I have such profound gratitude and just awe for them. And I just wish them every bit of protection they can have, just like I wish the truth and the knowledge of what's really going on every bit of protection it can have, because we need to know what's happening so that we can respond appropriately. So today's bit of magic is fairly straightforward. I invite you to join me in looking at or holding or imagining this representation of the news that's coming to us, and knowing that at the other end of that are real life people who are putting themselves in harm's way and sending protection to them. Maybe imagining them surrounded by protection, and use your intuition as to what that looks like to you. What would they look like if they were super protected and they were going to make it through their whole assignment and be able to do their job and send the truth, the news back to us? What would they look like if they went there in some kind of bubble of protection? Just picturing that, imagining that. You know, almost all of this work that we do is in our imagination, and it's our intention. So we're sending our hopes and our prayers and our desires for this to be true, that they are surrounded in this way by protection. So seeing that, however that looks to you, putting that energy out, seeing it very, very, very strongly, and then just letting that go, letting that prayer, that wish, that bit of magic, letting it go out to the universe. Just letting it go. Thank you for visualizing that with me. Thank you for doing that bit of magic with me today. May it be so. Thank you so much for being with us today. Your presence, your energy, and your heart make all the difference in healing our world. Remember to breathe today. Breathe and expand. And I hope you join us again next time. Please consider inviting a friend. That's it for Daily Magic for Peace. You can follow us on IG and Twitter at Shame Pinata and learn more at shamepinata.com. Our music is by Terry Hughes. I'm Colleen Thomas. Thanks for listening.